Welcome back to my channel, fellow gardeners, and Happy New Year. Today I want to talk about the Schumbergera cacti, which is these little fellows that I have here. And basically these are my epiphyllates because they're not true cacti, they actually are forest plants. Now the thing about these forest plants is that they live under the canopy of the trees and they fall there and they grow there. Now the thing about us as they are such a beautiful plant, and when they do eventually, as mine are going into flower production at the moment, when this whole area gets filled with their flower, it is actually very striking. Hence they call it the Thanksgiving cacti because it does flower around Thanksgiving. They call it the Christmas cacti because during the Christmas festive season it usually is flowering. And then you do get the Easter cacti, which flowers around spring. Now each cacti has a different leaf pattern. So welcome to my channel, fellow gardeners. My name is Alice. Let's get on with this propagation. Now, as I bring these plants closer, now what you do notice is that these little stems, they're all attached to each other, as in here, and they do get quite long. And sometimes, as with this one, I'm just letting it actually overflow, because in the end, from every end of these stems, as seen here, is I will get a flower bud. Now the thing about these Christmas cacti stroke, Thanksgiving cacti stroke, Easter cacti, because they're all of the same family, is basically when we assume they are cacti, we think that they do actually like to be in hot positions. But basically, if we look at the light requirement for these plants, they actually like to be in bright indirect sun. And if you do place it too close to the window, or if you do have them outdoor where it receives a lot of sunlight, what happens is that the plant does get stressed and it does actually produce like a red pigment. And then what happens with it is that those leaves will get scorched. So basically what you need to do with these plants is that if you do have it indoors, do keep it away from the window. And also, just if you do have it close to the window, do have it in a position that it does get filtered light. Now, what sort of soil does it like? Basically, with my Christmas cacti stroke, Easter stroke Thanksgiving, I actually use a potting mix, which does have a bit of pumice inside because perlite is not available, but a light, well-draining soil that the water can actually seep right through and prevent any sort of stagnation around the roots, because we don't want it to have root rot. So here we've talked about the sunlight, we've talked about the soil. So if I show you my mix here, it's just a potting mix with a lot of pumice inside, so that in the end you do get the aeration, you do get the well-draining soil, and you do get the water seeping right through and not sitting on the roots. Now, what do I do with watering? Because I believe that these plants, since I've been managing them, is that they do like the soil to be moist, but at the same time, it doesn't want the soil to be soggy. And especially what happens is that when it does go into flower production, I would actually water it and make sure that the soil is constantly moist. Because if you don't water it during its flower bloom season, what happens is that these flowers actually will drop off before they open. So it is very important. But other than that, when they're not in bloom, what I normally do is take the plant and really drench it, give it 2 drenches. The first drench, let it sit and let the water drip out. The second drench should be enough to get the soil moist, and then make sure that you do remove the water from the saucer, throw it away, and then again wait for it to dry out and then once it is dry, you do the same process again. For these Christmas stroke, Thanksgiving stroke, Easter cacti is that when is their growing season? Now their growing season would be from spring, April, right through to September. This is the growing season. Now during the growing season, that means this is the time you can actually repot your plant. This is the time where you can actually do your cuttings and for propagation purposes, because the plant is growing, it is active, and it is a time where you could actually start your pruning. Now pruning this particular plant is basically, you look at this plant as it overflows. Pruning would be, you take your stems, we have all these little stems, I would actually take maybe 2 with my nail. I would just nip it, just like that. And by pruning it, what happens, you will get your side branching, but at the same time, that means by the time the flowering season does come, you will get a lot of blooms. During summer, where you do have longer days, this is when this plant actually is in its growing season and it starts producing more and more stems. Now, as you get into fall, where you get shorter days and you get cooler temperatures, what happens, this is the period that the plant actually goes into flower production. Now what happens here is that if you want to get these blooms in time for the festive season, you take your plant and for at least 14 to 16 hours, you actually put it in a closet that actually has no access to light at all, and you do this consistently for 6 weeks. Then what happens is you remove it after 6 weeks and bring it out. So what you would do actually is in fall, from about, let's say, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when it's actually dark, I would take my plant and leave it in the closet until maybe 8 o'clock the next day. And then you do expose it to the normal sunlight. But every evening you make sure for 6 weeks that you do keep it in a closet with no access to any light or even access to artificial light. After 6 weeks, you remove it, bring it back into a normal environment, and within 10 weeks from the time you started, you should start seeing your flower production taking place, which means that you will be ready to actually have your Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas cacti actually full of flowers in times for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Now, once you have had your plant and you want to actually propagate, you actually propagate from the stems, which are these little sections, which you actually remove from the mother plant, and that is what you're going to propagate. So let me just put these ones aside. So these plants, I had done them maybe 2 months ago, and so I would like to show you what I did. Okay, 2 stems. The first stem I submerged in soil, the second stem I let it sit out, and basically this is the propagation that I did, and I'll show you how to do it. Yeah. So here, first one, we go. I pull this one out. So as you can see, the rooting actually happens at the base. Now what I did here is I did it differently, because I increased actually the stem. So here we have again those stems, and this is a bit of a hardened stem, but it's not flat. But again, out of it, I've got my rooting. So now, especially if we look at this, is because initially before I did take the top of it, the buds, and I did do a propagation with that. And as I mentioned, is that as you do your pruning or collecting your stem for propagation purposes, once you do remove the top stem, is you can get the branching where you get 2 stems out of the top of your stem, and that is branching. So now when we take that into effect, so what I did simply here is I started the propagation But what I'll do here is, let me remove it. So what I simply did is I went into my plant and I took samples of the stem. Try to get at least 2 here. I've got again 2. I've got 2, a bit of branching there, and even I can try it with that. So what I did is I went and just nipped them like that, and I did it a day before, so we do assume that it is calloused at the back. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm simply going to take it, stick it into the soil. About 3/4 or half of it goes into the soil. Same as this, simple. Just take it, stick it into the soil. This one again, stick it into the soil like that. And then this one, again, this is the top. I'm going to stick that into the soil. And that is your simple propagation. And what I will do with this one is I will water it. And again, do go and buy yourself these party plastic cups for propagation purposes. They're so cheap. Make your holes at the bottom. In that way it becomes cost effective to actually start gardening. And so this is how I'm going to leave it, again, in bright indirect light in a warm environment, so it can actually stimulate those roots. And I would water it, keep it moist but not soggy, until the rooting has taken place. So there is my propagation. Exactly did the same with this one. I think I did this one on Sunday. These are the ones that I did previously, and I think I will put them back. And so basically the propagation does work very, very fast. And if you do get into a situation that you want it for the festive season, don't forget to force it to actually bloom and keep your flowers, your stems or plant in the closet for at least 14 to 18 hours for a 6-week period. And then you will get your blooms in time for the festive season, Thanksgiving and for Christmas. So thank you so much, fellow gardeners. Here we are. So we've got, our propagation has worked. Do try it, because out of a few stems you can actually in the end get quite a lot happening and getting a much fuller plant. Do try it out, and happy gardening. And don't forget to like and share and press that notification button. We usually upload by Thursday. Our episodes are always out. Do also subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. And thank you also for those who have subscribed and those who've always been there. Thank you so much for your support. And don't forget to leave your comments. I'm always there to answer you. It's been a bit sluggish in January, but I'm back. So basically all your comments will be answered. Don't forget to invite your friends into our channel. We have our Instagram going. We do post a lot about my little Koru, who's growing up very quickly. And also I do post a lot of what is happening in the garden and what is in bloom. Thank you so much, and do go and get yourself one of these plants, and happy gardening.